everybody, and welcome to this vodcast of Game 2 between Aaron2U2 and Ryguy3745. This game was a super tight one early on, where it really came down to an in-game grind decision, and Aaron narrowly got the win because of it. So here we are with round 2. This was played last night, I believe, but this is our opportunity to show it. Please bear with me. I have recently been ill and lost my voice over a period of time, so hopefully it holds out for the evening, but you never know. If I get mysteriously quiet, you might have an idea why. With that said, let's get this party started.
As I'm sitting here yawning and trying
No,
to
no,
shuffle.
no, Reggae, you don't talk. I don't know why it suddenly went. We got a volume, but So we started with fairy water, a torch, and magic key. So nothing particularly special here. Yeah, Aaron, I had your audio up and Ryguy's muted, but as soon as I hit play, I guess it decided to unmute him. So, alright, so Ryguy's gonna... Wait. Oh, Ryguy's gonna save his fairy water. Okay. Meanwhile, Aaron goes ahead and gets that next level, 7, 3, 4, 22, and hurt more. Oh my. Well, we're off to a blazing start already. Unfortunately, we do not have any MP for that hurt more until we take a death, so Aaron's going to try to let this Warlock take him down. And Ryguy's going to get the fun level 2. Ryguy opts to just get that torch out of his inventory to go ahead and get to level 3 before he goes ahead and Death Warps to get his stuff, and we find out we get heal more. So we are just all sorts of stuff. Unfortunately, with 28 HP, heal more limited value, but I'm sure we will appreciate having it in the near future. Aaron's sick of this zone. We were going to go out and see if we can't find anything a little nicer. Skeleton's not bad. Ryguy going to take the southern route. Drakima's not bad either. Aaron's got that. Well, they're going to get each next level. 1, 3, 6, 7, and hurt. And Aaron finds 2 towns. First one is Garenham. Let's see what fun items we have for purchase today. A club. We can do that right now. Aww. Hey, there we go. Pick up that club. Oh, double disappointment. Alright, I gotta get this Warlock down and pick up level 5. Three, 1, 6, 1, and outside. Now Aaron's gonna... The only thing that could be better is a bamboo pole. Ah! Metal Slime runs away from Ryguy at 22 strength. And we find the Death Necklace. Oh! That's a nice little find. We've got a nice little small gold grind here. I missed what was there. I want to say maybe a chainmail? I saw Slime Sword was the only weapon. But, yeah, chainmail. Honestly, no, not with Hurtmore. I was thinking I might have considered grinding the full plate. It's just a little bit longer for massive defense. But, when you got level 2 Hurtmore, Not worried about it too much. And now Aaron finds town number 3. Is it going to be Hawksness? No, it's going to be Keys. Goodness gracious. But we have no money for the Keys. So oh wow, he's doing this. I would have gone straight back to Cole and grinded the Death Necklace a couple more times. But I mean, he has that torch still, right? Yep. So that's a very good use of the torch. Gonna take him to level 5. And now he's gonna have money for some keys. Meanwhile, Ryguy whiffs on a hurt more with an Armored Knight, and there he goes. Oh, an Axe Knight. That's a nice find. Gonna have to throw a hurt on it. On top of that. Yep. Don't have the strength to do any real damage to it yet, but there we go. Ryguys gonna get level 6, which is gonna be 1, 23, 3, 4, return and repel. Oh, I just missed that. What was that in the treasury? Or in the inn? An herb, okay. Alright, so he's got keys, and he's got level. And now Aaron's going to get that level 6. Ryguy's going to start hunting these Axe Knights. And they refuse to go down to 1 hurt more. He's just going to double hurt more it off to get rid of all the rest of his spiteful feelings at that moment. And we have 2, 2, 2, 15, and Radiant. Now Aaron's going to buy herbs. Let's see if he decides to buy a Dragon Scale or not. He does, and he does equip it. Thank you very much, Aaron, for a very rapid equip. We have a small scale purchased by Ryguy. And now it's time to see what's in the back of Garanham. We have the torch. We have the cursed belt. And we have gold. I don't remember what was at that shop, but we could use that a couple times to get something nice if we need it. And underneath we have the Tablet Cave. Oh, apparently there's a red dragon sitting in this zone with the Axe Knights. I'm thinking Ryguy may be done hunting this area. And we have a second Dragon Scale, which Aaron opts not to equip. Gonna head back to the castle, go see what's in the treasury there. Meanwhile, Ryguy runs into that red dragon again, has hurt more. That's interesting, in terms of if you wanted to think about grinding it, but it doesn't seem to be, it's no more than 50%, might even be 25%, who knows. But, you don't want to live in this desert anymore. But I believe just north of this desert is where all the towns are, so he'll probably be there any moment now. And underneath the castle we find the swamp. Did we check the treasury and I just totally whiffed on it? 3, 10, 7, 1. Or did we go here first? If we did check the treasury, I don't think it was anything particular, because I didn't notice anything exceptionally memorable. Alright. We're gonna find coal here. Right, I gotta get that chainmail. Now, was that Axe Knight a spike, or was that just random encounter? You're gonna get his death necklace after having purchased his chainmail. Nope, here we go. Here's the treasury. Herb. Fighter's ring. Magic key. Fighter's ring equip. Much appreciated. And cursed belt. So Rye Guy grabbed some extra money and then went back to the shop. So maybe he thought something was there. I don't know if it was or not, but it's going to mean that he has key money when he gets there. We have a werewolf one step away from the spike tile. And we get it down. We have a golem fiercely protecting Rimeldar. And it is an Axe Knight at the spike tile, whether that was the one before or not. This is the one now. And the back attack plus the failure to one-shot sends Aaron home with 0 extra experience. Now, Rye Guy actually never saw Garanham when he came up here. He stayed kind of hugged to the right a little bit further and never saw Garanham in the swamp there. It doesn't have anything of note, so, you know, he's not losing anything from that, but it is worth noting that he has not seen it yet. Which in turn means he hasn't seen the Tablet Cave with the Mighty Dragon Scale. Now, Ragai is going to promptly go back to the castle while Aaron gets up to level 8. Ragai picks up his herb, Fighter's Ring, which is equipped, Cursed Belt, and Magic Key. I suspect he will do exactly what... I don't know in Raigai's shoes if I do go straight... if I do go to the spike tile, I think I'd rather go straight across first, because I haven't seen Garanham, and if that backs into Garanham, I potentially have a gold grind chance, and I believe I've already seen a silver shield and a flame sword. But nope, Raigai's gonna go to the spike. He's going to find out it is that beautiful Axe Knight without a red dragon guarding it. Take it down in one shot. Gonna get to level 9, and we'll get stat gains of 11, 3, 8, 16. Yeah, Raigai's definitely had a lot better luck with the Axe Knights over the course of the seed than Aaron has. That is for sure. And Aaron gets his level 9, and we will continue to go. I accidentally just moved my microphone volume. I tried to put it back, but if I got too loud or too quiet, let me know. 16, 15, 7, 11 is level 10. and we're finally strong enough to swing after not getting enough damage, so that we can keep everything rolling. And Aaron's gonna get his huge level. And that Axe Knight's not gonna go down. And Rye Guy's heading home. This will be the last Axe Knight for Aaron. At which point I assume he will Death Warp. And come right back. I personally would not have run from that Druid Lord. There's very decent chances you don't get to get through all your resources in this thing. Or, you know, you're going to be using extra heal mores and stuff, so a lot of those resources are going to waste anyway. Might as well grab another 50 experience points. But, of course, not a major deal. Just need something to talk about during an endless Axe Knight grind. And with this hurt more, we are going to hit level 11. Well, with this, in a moment, we're going to hit level 11. The safe heal more was probably the smarter decision. We're throwing a second hurt more out there. Okay. And we get the stat gain of 7, 1, 11, 4, and stop spell. Not quite enough HP to make me want to stop yet. I want, in my situation here, I want to have the opportunity to survive a red dragon in the overworld. And 78 HP is close, but I'd like just a little bit more. But if I get up to something in the mid-80s, I'm out of here. Oh, and hurt whiffs on the Axe Knight, and Aaron goes home with 40 MP. And that hurt more whiffs. You gotta try hurt more here, even though it may not kill him, but it does. Hopefully it doesn't get back attacked. I can throw another one out there and auto kill. Let's find out. And wow, very, very fortunate for Ragaya. Now he can go home with almost no resources. Alright, Aaron's gonna hit level 11 now. Get his nice little HP gain. And I assume that was just miswalking there, needing to add to his bonk count. Get away from those embarrassing single-digit numbers. And we hit level 12. That is going to give us 20 power, 2 response speed, 33 hit points, 3 magic points, and sleep. I am out here. Right, I gotta go ahead and rescue the princess. That's an interesting decision. Is he going to hold on to it, or is he just going to carry her around for a while? And it does appear that Healy is going to rid himself of the princess and instead wrap the love around his little tentacles. And now, Aaron will get this level 12 of the Axe Knight, and one would assume also immediately head out. Oh, I don't know, with 26 more MP, I might throw the rest of those resources out before I leave. But nope. But naturally, Aaron would not ever consider a preemptive princess rescue, so he will just immediately go out. See if we're walking up the south side now. Have we actually seen the south side yet? I'm not sure we have. Everybody got too distracted by the siren song of the Axe Knight. And Ryguy finally comes across Garenham. We'll load up on herbs, and we'll see if he's going to get a dragon scale or not. Meanwhile, Aaron finds the mountain cave right across the swamp. And in the first chest, we have gold. We did not get a dragon scale purchase. We have a Wraith Knight. Ryguy gonna upgrade to the half plate. And now Aaron, out of resources, gonna pick up chest 2, which is gonna be wings. Gold. Another bell here. Okay, and Erdrick's token. So we finally found something useful in a cave. Or something useful key-locked at all. Aaron has a brief moment of fear as he hears the breath with only 71 hit points, but it's only a weak breath, so nothing happens. Unfortunately, it is empty. That means it is either keys or herbs, and I'm not entirely sure if he's full on keys at this point, so I'd assume herb. But, meanwhile, Ryguy gets that part, and he gets his Dragon Scale equipped, so we've got all of our little equipables, and now Ryguy will be off on his merry way too. Aaron opting to take the Death Warp. I thought... Oh, he had no outside. That's why he opted to do that. I was like, I don't think there's a gold grind, but that makes sense. And meanwhile, Ryguy north of Garenham finds the grave. Blue Dragon not letting him get away. And he gets Mercy Ruled and can finally heal himself. Only 74 agility. I don't know how much you could expect to run from a blue dragon there. And we find a cursed belt. So all 3 search spots are occupied. Gold and the armor. Well, that is a useful discovery. Ryguy opting not to dive Deep Grave. I can understand that because while you still have 3 key items to go, so I understand the whatever, I also understand you now know there are 3 search spots. You've only gotten one of them, so you at least already know Hawksness and the Cantlin are there. You rescued the princess, you might want to get those coordinates sooner rather than later. It's not too far from home. I still dive Grave because I'm on team always dive Grave, but I can understand not wanting to do it right now. It's not a massive pain if you need to get back. We have heal on the Armored Knights, which is a really, really somewhat nice thing. I'm not gonna say really, really nice, but it has its value, because if an Armored Knight casts heal, it's still guaranteed to go down in the next hurt more, and it doesn't do any damage to you. So you can get a 2 hurt more damage free fight on the Armored Knight if it has heal. Aaron continuing to feast on these Armored Knights that just keep throwing themselves at him. There's a Star Wyvern here for Raigai, though. A little bit of extra experience. And we find this cave in the swamp that I don't think we've seen yet. Hey, we found a Charlock. Alright, level 13 is 6, 3, 3. What was that, 6033? Oh no, that's Mountain again. Okay. I didn't realize we were back on Continent 2 over there. I've not been paying enough attention, I guess. These blue dragons are just really refuse to let you escape today. Alright, nothing around on that side of Charlock. Aaron coming across dead ends too. Finally opens up to a nice little area there, and we have another town right here by Charlock, and it is Brackenary. Right, I gotta check for any kind of weapon and a large shield, I am guessing. Got a copper sword, but he's not even interested in that. Off we go. Right, guy reaches a massive dead end. Aaron's looking for Erdrick's token in the Vanilla Swamp. And now Ryguy's gonna head south across this swamp. Oh, this is single continent. That's why we're finding Mountain here. So Ryguy's gonna go through here and get his token, and nothing else. And, then I believe we'll be basically even in valuable exploration. Aaron still hasn't seen, Charlock, and hasn't seen Brackenary, but who cares about not seeing Brackenary? So I think we're roughly even at this point in time. Aaron's actually got a substantial XP lead because those Armor Knights are just throwing themselves at him. Dragons continue to be super pesky. And there's the token for Ryguy. I never updated Aaron's level. There we go. Alright, and now with Aaron finding the grave, we're getting even closer on stuff. He's about to pick up his armor. And Right Guy realizes this is swamp. So honestly, that swamp's kind of true. It's just a little southeast of the castle. Now Ryguy's going to retrace a lot of the steps that Aaron took. If there is something useful in Deep Grave, that's going to potentially really shift things in Aaron's favor here. If there's nothing, kind of the reverse effect. Unless, of course, Sword is in Charlock and Ryguy opts to dive Deep Grave later, hoping Sword's there. Because frankly, we are running out of locations. We have Deep Grave, we have Coordinates, we have the Stones Cave, we have Hawksness, and I think that's it. So I think the odds that Erdrick's Sword is in Charlock is pretty high. Otherwise, we need one of those 3 chests to have a key item. Now Ryguy having to try to run from these armored knights because he's completely out of resources, not being able to take advantage to everything that's coming his way. Demon Knight trying to make things difficult on Aaron, putting him to sleep. There's a cave here. I don't think we've seen this cave yet. It is the Jerk. And Grave 4 is gold. And we have a town. Is this Hawksness? Is it, Canlin? Will we ever find out? And it's Cantlin. And it's the Stones of Sunlight. Big, big boost for Aaron there. Ryguy, aborted out of that, is going to have to come back at some point, and that's going to be costly time-wise. You gonna buy a hand axe finally? No! Ryguy says, I need no weapons. And there is nothing but a bamboo pole there. Ryguy desperate for a large shield. Also probably would love a broadsword, but get a copper sword, come on. Either I missed a weapon, or Ryguy just doesn't believe in offensive weapons. Either one could be true. Now I may go and search. 65 north and 56 east. 65 north and 56 east. That seems to me it's just like the very top of the map. This is going to be Harp Trading Cave. So all Ryguy is missing at this point is Hawksness and is Hawksness and the Stones Cave. But he's also on the other side of the world, north-south from the coordinates. Based on the fact that we saw 100 east right there, that means that 56 east is going to be right in the middle of the map. But 65 north is going to be so close to that northern border. Right, I'm finally happy he can actually take these armored knights instead of having to run from them. And now, Rygai is in the vanilla Erdrick's token spot. And he's done searching down here. I have no clue where on earth Hawksness could be. I don't know what's not been covered up here yet. As I say that, I believe that Aaron just stumbled across Hawksness. As did Rygai, and it's that close to start. Fortunately, with armor and hurt more, there's nothing here that you could really be like panicking about not having found yet. Hey look, more armored knight fights. Or more X-Knights fights, rather. And we have 6, 0, 3, 3, and the sword. That is a huge find. Right, guy, continuing on, he's looking for the coordinates, hoping to get, what was I? 2, 12, 0, 2, and heal. He's hoping to potentially run across the, Stones Cave on his way to the coordinates. Well, Rygai also hasn't found Stone's Cave either, so it's very possible he's thinking of that as well. But 14 south, 75 west, so he's still got 50 north to go here. Kind of surprised we didn't consider taking the golem there. But, nonetheless. So yeah, I think where Aaron is probably pretty close to the coordinates, is my guess. And there's Sherlock. Oh, they're pretty close. Aaron's going to see Breckenir. He's going to know it's Breckenir. Is he going to bother to walk into it? He is, because he desperately wants a shield. Was there a shield there? Did I miss it? Small, okay. Nice little nook right there. And Rygai finds the harp. Now, the question is he going to continue to wander off, try to find the Stones Cave, or is he going to go to the known location for Grave to go check that out for the stones? given where Ryguy is, I would assume he is very heartily saying no to bothering to find Stone's Cave, and instead is going to go to Erdrick's, or not Erdrick's, to the grave. We shall see. I am surprised that neither have found it yet. But of course, it's also possible that someone has found it and I did not notice. But yeah, in Ragai's shoes, I am absolutely going right back to grave and diving it. Yeah, going to a known location with 2 chests versus an unknown one with 1, I would always make that choice. But I'm just surprised that with all the map coverage we've seen, we hadn't seen it, which makes me instead think that we have seen it and I just don't remember it. It's also worth noting that level 15 is almost certainly go. 1 more heal more, couple more strength, a bunch of HP. Yeah, that is go. And hey, we have a Stone's Cave. Look at that. And it had gold. So now Aaron knows the harp is on coordinates, but still has not seen Cantlin. It is the one area of the map he hasn't gotten left yet because he died about a screen away from Cantlin, and therefore did not see it and has explored everywhere else, as one should do. If you've got one area you went deep on and then died at, you should cover the other areas you haven't gone deep on, rather than go right back to that. So he did the right thing, and it just is not paying off for him. But I imagine he's going to know what he's got covered, or that it's got to be down there pretty soon. His XP lead's probably going to help him out. But as soon as Ryguy gets into grind and go here, picks up this drop, then he's going to catch up real fast. So the timer is on for Aaron. Yeah, 14 is winnable, but I don't like it at all. At 132 attack power, I want 15 swings, 11 heal mores, not enough HP for doubles with that defense. Yeah, if you had a Fairy Water, maybe a bunch of Fairy Waters, you could marginally increase the swings from 15 to 14, but it's very rare that I would consider going in this particular circumstance, even if I were in go mode. So I'm hoping to find everything in the next 500 or 457 experience, 53. I forget which number I saw there. 457. Cantlin's way here to the south. The coordinates are back up to the north. This is starting to look pretty bad for Aaron. And Rye Guy is going to... Oh, he's just going to go to the end because he has no resources. Is he going to turn in the drop and then come back and load up? No. There'd be no reason to load up on Fairy Waters at all. We're maxed on herbs. Move on. Gonna go here, pick up stuff from the jerk. And then we're gonna sit and grind and go, and we'll see what Rye Guy decides is go. Rye Guy walking out. I'm curious where he is walking to. I feel like return would be closer to a spike. Rye Guy hits level 14. Looks at his stats for a moment. Looks at his stats for more moments. Looks at his stat for more moments. And... Oh, I thought he'd already turned in the jerk cave. That was the staff cave. That's what's going on here. I had my caves backwards. Alright, now everything makes sense. And... Aaron hits level 15, which has stat gains of... 7, 2, 5, 5. That is very clear go. And Aaron is now in big trouble. We've seen most of what Charlock has to offer, and we've seen nothing of note. I know we've seen werewolves, we've seen axe knights, we've seen armored knights, we've seen golems, we've seen red dragons, we've seen blue dragons. We've seen golems. Only thing I don't recall offhand having seen was Stone Man and Green Dragon. Aaron finally coming across... Oh, I should have done that. Aaron finally coming across the coordinates. Is going to acquire those. Let's see if Princess is acquired or not. I'm going to guess no, because it is countable given that it's one continent. Rye Guy now about 12 Axe Knights away from go. Alright, now does Aaron count? He does, but he's counting north. Yeah, of course he's counting north. What am I thinking? That's the correct way to count. I was thinking going south for some reason. Rye Guy not going to be able to get it on this set of resources, but we'll get it on the next one. Interestingly, Aaron's still taking fights. Generally speaking, at such an overwhelming go mode, I would tend to be running from literally everything at this point, especially with 88 agility. Aaron sees it on the coast and is like, how come I wasn't able to count the reverse earlier so I could know it's exactly right here? Doing a direct count to the coast probably makes him die inside a little. But he does have the silver harp now. And is in go mode. Just has to go acquire his last little bits. Meanwhile, Ryguy has to kill 2 more Axe Knights, and then he will be on his way. Alright, this Armored Knight is going to give Ryguy level 15. He's going ahead and wandering his way towards the castle because he knows that this level's going to be go. Almost no matter what it is. So might as well be making our way that direction. Aaron making very quick work back to the Staff Cave. I'm rather impressed by how quickly he got there. Felt like such a long path to me. Up right by Hawksness, and I believe Breckonary's just around the corner here. And I am wrong. Ryguy appears to be a little turnaround as well. So Breckonary's just around the corner here, maybe? And we now have the drop. Aaron decides that walking back is going to be faster than returning. I don't know the map well enough to know if that's correct. But it feels to me like you have to go a long way to get to Charlotte from there. But again, I don't have a great sense of the map, so... Alright, Ryguy stays at the inn. Neither Ryguy nor Aaron can repel anything despite having 88 agility, because they only have the smallest of shields. And Ryguy is on his way into Charlotte, enters it at 53:37. The fact that this is as close as it is, given how really, really rough Aaron's exploration went, is rather impressive, honestly. That was very, very efficient traveling, given what all needed to be done. And we're going to have to get Mercy rolled on this Armored Knight. And 54:41, so 1 minute and 4 seconds is the difference in entry into Sharlock. Probably a little too steep to just be Sharlock Dive Luck, but um, you never know. Given that they can't repel anything, and they have things that make it hard to run, you know, Ryguy, I think, got Mercy rolled from a second Armored Knight there, and Aaron just ran first try. So they're about to not even be a floor off. So it's possible. But, you know, it's going to take things going real bad for Ryguy and going real good for Aaron. Unfortunately, these Armored Knights are just hounding everybody. Oh my. They won't stop hounding everybody. Hey, there's Axe Knights too. And they'll back attack you at 88 agility. And run block you at 88 agility. And run block you twice at 88 agility. That's unfortunate. That's exactly what Aaron needs to not happen if he wanted to come back in this. But at this point, I don't think there's any way that even Sharlock RNG can make up this. So he's going to have to hope for something bad to happen to Ryguy. And I don't know that we've seen anything that can make anything bad happen. Only thing I can think of is a Green Dragon Spike that ambushes and has the Wombo combo. Because you can go into this thing down heal mores. So even if you have a bad encounter, it's not a big deal. At 139, I only need 12 swings. I have 11 heal mores. I have 119 HP. I can go with 9 heal mores, without sweating that much. And the Green Dragon goes down to 2 hits, does not throw a sleep in that other hit, and I don't believe there is anything that can stop Ryguy now. Right, guy, art a fool? Not even going to bother refilling his herbs or refilling his HP, as is completely reasonable. Oh, nope, he's going to do it anyway. Didn't do him any good, but... Alright, and here we are on to DL1. We start with an 11. Our range is 9 to 18. Followed by a 9. That takes us to 20. That takes us up to 38 with a max roll and a double, getting us to 49. $60. $74. $88. $105. $120. 17 for Aaron. Gets the opening double. Make that at 28. 139 for Ryguy. 45 for Aaron. 155 for Ryguy. 62 for Aaron. Amazing rolls. And 174 for Ryguy, who will win, while Aaron puts up 76. And that takes us to 94. $110. And 126 when Ryguy finally finishes. $137. That gets a double. 155, and this is a guaranteed kill. Aaron knows it. 170. Alright, everybody get your GGs out. I don't know what the actual final times were here. Give me just one moment. I'll see if I can't find that out. Alright. Aaron finishes with a time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 33 seconds. Ryguy finishes 1 hour and 44 seconds and is your winner for game number 2.
Here is mine.
And now Aaron is talking to us. So we'll let these post-game credits roll through. 0 crits in 39 attacks, and like half of those are DL1 and DL2. That's quite the seed. 27 blue dragons that you had to run from. And let's compare these numbers here at the end. 1 crit in 58 attacks. 1 dodge. 56 bonks. I appreciate Aaron bringing the bonks up to a respectable level. Hurt more 3 different, killed more 3 different. Super close in terms of what you can see from the playstyle, except Ryguy vanished out of dungeons a lot more frequently. So, with that said, we will have a Game 3. I do not know when this Game 3 is scheduled yet. I have not seen it on the schedule yet. I don't know if Aaron and Ryguy know when it's scheduled yet. But there will be a Game 3 in this race. Much as I would love to go throw another one on after this one, my voice would like some rest. And my intention is to try to clear the entire slate after the 7 p.m. game. 7 p.m. tomorrow, Pav versus Mikey, Game 3. After that race, I am going to attempt to clear the backlog. Game 3 is Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So, everybody be keeping your eyes out for that one. In the meantime, let us find somebody to raid. Gotta check to see who's doing Legend of Zelda race real fast. If it's one of our crew. It is not. Alright, in that case we are going to Oh, Zatrix17 is doing DW3R. Great. We're going to raid Zatrix. Everybody, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.